I'm Julia Sondu, showing you where development is happening. Please come and join us. Israeli military says Hamas ran command tunnel from under UN Gaza headquarters.
This place is one of the Hamas's intelligence units, where they command most of the combat from here.
According to the military, Israeli soldiers have found a network of tunnels hundreds of yards long that runs partially beneath UNRWA's Gaza headquarters, describing this discovery as further proof of Hamas's abuse of the primary Palestinian assistance organization. During a time of crisis for UNRWA, which has initiated an internal investigation and seen a number of donor nations suspend financing amid charges last month by Israel that some of its personnel acted as Hamas operatives, army engineers walked reporters from foreign news outlets through the passageways. Israel has been accused by the Palestinians of fabricating facts in order to damage UNRWA, which supports 13,000 jobs in the Gaza Strip and has long served as a lifeline for the community that depends on aid. The organization describes its operations as exclusively humanitarian and manages assistance distribution, primary healthcare clinics, schools, and other social services. The UNRWA headquarters resides in Gaza City, the northern districts that Israeli forces and tanks overran early in the 4-month-old battle against the ruling Islamist organization Hamas, forcing thousands of residents to evacuate southward. On the edge of the UN site, reporters under careful supervision descended to a concrete-lined tunnel through a pit beside a school. The tour guide, an Army Lieutenant Colonel, informed them that after 20 minutes of trekking down the stuffy, tight, and often meandering route, they had arrived beneath UNRWA headquarters. At several points, the tunnel, which the military claimed to be 700 meters long and 18 meters deep, split, exposing side chambers. Steel safes that had been opened and empty were present in the office area. A tiled toilet was included. 2 enormous chambers held industrial battery stacks and computer servers. The lieutenant colonel, who identified himself as Edo, said, "Everything is conducted from here. All the energy for the tunnels, which you walked through them, are powered from here. This is one of the central commands of the intelligence. This place is one of the Hamas intelligence units, where they commanded most of the combat." However, Edo stated that Hamas seems to have fled in response to the Israeli approach, cutting communications cables ahead of time that he had shown passing through the basement floor of UNRWA headquarters during the tour's above-ground portion. Prolonged winter rains and intense Israeli artillery strikes seems to have contributed to the evacuation as well, as parts of the tunnel were filled with knee-deep water and displaced sand. The UNRWA claimed, in a statement, that it was unable to confirm or otherwise comment on the Israeli conclusion since it had left the headquarters on October 12, 5 days after the conflict started. The statement read, "UNRWA does not have the military and security expertise nor the capacity to undertake military inspections of what is or might be under its premises." In the past, whenever a suspicious cavity was found close to or under UNRWA premises, protest letters were promptly filed to parties to the conflict, including both the de facto authorities in Gaza, Hamas, and the Israeli authorities. Advocates for UNRWA claim that the organization is the only one equipped to assist Palestinians in their increasing humanitarian need, while Israel claims that Hamas perforated the agency, necessitating its replacement. However, Hamas has denied using civilian facilities in its operations. Speaking to reporters, Edo said, "We know that they, Hamas, have people working in UNRWA. We want every international organization to work in Gaza. That is not a problem. Our problem is the Hamas." Reporters were instructed to place personal belongings in a bucket that was lowered into a vertical pit on the headquarters grounds using a rope. The Israeli military refused to allow pictures of military intelligence, such as maps or specific pieces of equipment, to be taken inside the convoy of armored vehicles they drove in exchange for allowing journalists to accompany them. Additionally, permission was sought prior to the transmission of the captured photos and videos on the trip. Israel uncovers major Hamas command center in Gaza City as truce talks gain momentum. The army said it had exposed the center of a vast underground network used by Hamas to move weapons. The Israeli military on Wednesday said it had uncovered a major Hamas command center in the heart of Gaza City, inflicting what it described as a serious blow to the Islamic militant group as pressure grows on Israel to scale back its devastating military offensive in the coastal enclave. The army said it had exposed the center of a vast underground network used by Hamas to move weapons, militants, and supplies throughout the Gaza Strip. Israel has said destroying the tunnels is a major objective of the offensive. The announcement came as Hamas top leader arrived in Egypt for talks aimed at brokering a temporary ceasefire and a new deal for Hamas to swap Israeli hostages for Palestinians imprisoned by Israel. Israeli leaders have vowed to press ahead with the third offensive, launched in response to a cross-border attack by Hamas in October that 240 are taken hostage. The offensive has devastated much of northern Gaza, driven some 1.9 million people, nearly 85% of the population, from their homes. The widespread destruction and heavy civilian toll has drawn increasing international calls for a ceasefire. Hamas militants have put up stiff resistance lately against Israeli ground troops, and its forces appear to remain largely intact in southern Gaza. It also continues to fire rockets into Israel every day. The United States, Israel's closest ally, has continued to support Israel's right to defend itself while also urging greater effort to protect Gaza's civilians. It's clear that the conflict will move and needs to move to a lower intensity phase, Blinken said. He said the US wants to see more targeted operations, with smaller levels of forces focused on specific targets, such as Hamas leaders and the group's tunnel network. This is the end of our program today. See you on Intervlog same time tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates. Thank you for watching Intervlog. Thank you.